Here are famous quotes by Morgan Freeman. Challenge yourself, it's the only path which leads to growth. How are we going to get rid of racism? Stop talking about it. How do we change the world? One random act of kindness at a time. Never let pride be your guiding principle. Let your accomplishments speak for you. As long as you feel like a victim, you are one. Fatigue, discomfort, discouragement are merely symptoms of effort. If you want to see a miracle, be the miracle. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. Their feathers are just too bright, and when they fly away, the part of you that knows it was a sin to lock them up does rejoice. I once heard a wise man say there are no perfect men, only perfect intentions. Don't be afraid of what you want. This is your time. The barriers are down. The highest power is the human mind. That's where God came from, and my belief in God is my belief in myself. Don't be different just for difference sake. If you see it differently, function that way. Follow your own muse, always. Forgiveness liberates the soul. It removes fear. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. I am going to stop calling you a white man, and I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. If you dream, you've got to dream that it's going to happen. Remember that. If you dream, you have to imagine that it will actually happen. Learning how to be still, to really be still and let life happen, that stillness becomes a radiance. If your life turns out to be good and you have a tremendous amount of luck in your life, it's a good thing to turn around and make it work for others. All you have to do is believe, then you will see everything. Your best posture is your next posture. Very often, you stop walking because you say, well, I'm tired of climbing this hill. I'm never going to get to the top, and you're only 2 steps from the top. I'm making a great effort because sometimes life is not enjoyable. Sometimes it's painful, and sometimes it's stressful. Sometimes it's agonizing even. So I think once you get around those humps, strive for pleasure and peace. The best way to guarantee a loss is to quit. Attacking people with disabilities is the lowest display of power I can think of. You don't know how much you appreciate your privacy until you don't have it. You can't take credit for talent, you can only take credit for using it. If you look back on your life and where you started from, it's like looking back down a mountain back to the desert floor. It's like, now I can't believe I had whatever it takes or perceived whatever it took to get here. You measure yourself by the people who measure themselves by you. But I can say that life is good to me, has been and is good, so I think my task is to be good at it. So how do you be good to live? You live it. There's no mystery to it. Nothing more complicated than learning lines and putting on a costume. I was lucky in that when the opportunity came, I was prepared to meet it. I think you take a job, you owe it as much passion as the job itself demands, and most jobs demand that you be totally committed. Every job's a challenge. The challenge is to do it and make it look right, like you belong there, wherever that is. I don't think that anyone learns anything. Well, you do always learn something if you have your eyes and ears open. You do learn something from every outing, every time that you go for it. But for me, what actors do is interact, and that's why you have to do that. If you get called on to help somebody pull focus to some good cause, that's a good use of your fame. I don't try to avoid that. I believe it doesn't really matter where you work as long as you work. Keep sharpening your teeth. I don't have anybody telling me what to say. I have people who would suggest, maybe, that I shouldn't do this, that or the other, but that's strictly up to me. If you're playing somebody who is not you, then you can imagine that you are that person. You can feel like he feels, move as he moves, look like he looks, in your own mind. Once you've got the job, there's nothing to it. If you're an actor, you're an actor. Doing it is not the hard part. The hard part is getting to do it. The surest way to lose at any endeavor is to quit. Support us by subscribing to Possible for Sure and for more quotes.